Hancock, Sidney James, Bill Kerr, Hattie Jakes, and Kenneth Williams in Hancock's Half Hour.
BBC Television presents
Hancock.
Well, there we are, Sid, another year older.
You said that last year.
Well, my good man, I say it every year. That's the 53rd time in a row. I'm going to write to the Guinness Book of Records, you know.
Are you telling me you first said that when you was 1 year old?
No, not exactly as I recall. I think it was more goo gaga gaga another gear gold.
You must have been a precocious child, Hancock.
Funny you should say that, Sid, I was. They wanted me to go to nursery school when I was 18 months old.
And did you?
Yes, I did, but my parents had to pull me out after a few weeks. They were worried I was getting big-headed.
And were you?
Yes, indeed I was, Sid. I needed a new school cap every 6 weeks.
Ah, don't talk rubbish. Have you made any New Year's resolutions yet, Hancock?
Well, as you well know, Sid, I make one every year. It's the 53rd New Year's resolution this year.
Go on, surprise me. What is it?
It's the same one every year, Sid, as you well know. Not to make any more New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, and every year you say that too.
Well, you tell me yours, old chap, and I'll tell you mine.
You go first.
Oh, no, you'll think it's silly. I want to hear your one first.
Why?
Because if your one's better than mine, I want to change it, that's all.
If I tell you my New Year's resolution, it will ruin it, won't it?
So you're playing your cards close to your chest now, you said. All right, here's mine. My New Year's resolution is to hold my breath.
For God's sake, Hancock, how long do you expect to do that then?
No, I'm just going to hold my breath, that's all, Sid.
But that's daft.
So thank you very much, Sid. So what's your little gem of a New Year's resolution then?
Mine is to make some money.
Well, surprise, surprise. Sid James wants to make some money. Well, how are you going to do that then?
I'm not going to give away all my little secrets. You get your own New Year's resolution then.
Well, I'm still thinking about it, Sid. I've broken all the other ones, you know. I've got to be careful.
I know you've broken them all. I've been sitting here and you're in pieces.
So, I'm going to find something I can keep, Sid. Let's ask Hattie and Kenneth round and get some ideas flowing. 4 heads are better than 2.
You're talking about Kenneth Williams and Hattie Jakes, you know.
OK, 4 heads are as good as 2 then.
Hello, Sid. Hello, Tony. So you're looking for some New Year's resolution ideas, are you? What about stopping smoking?
I don't smoke, Hattie. I could start if you like and then give it up for Lent or something.
Oh, no, don't do that. Why don't you take up a sport, Tony?
Have you seen him in football shorts, Hat? It's like a couple of walking sticks coming out of a pair of pillowcases.
I'll have you know I have a fine set of pins.
Pins being the operative word. I've seen sparrows falling around laughing.
Well, all right, if you're so clever, Kenneth, what's your New Year's resolution then?
Oh, I've decided to give my body to medical science.
I'm not sure medicine's ready for your body yet, Kenneth. You could always contact a circus, though.
So how's the Saki one? Of course they want it. I've got the most enormous... Oh dear, Kenneth, I'm a lady. I'm not sure I want to hear that, you know. Oh no, it's nothing like that. No, I've got the most enormous set of piles you've ever seen. That's hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids for the uninitiated.
Thank you very much, Kenneth Williams. I'm sure science will be knocking at your door when they hear about those, Ken. Right, everyone, I've summoned you here, the 3 genies of Hancock's Half Hour, to find me a New Year's resolution that I can keep.
What about donating your time or money towards a good cause, Tony? Everybody would really look up to you for that.
What exactly did you have in mind, Hattie?
Like giving money to needy kids or helping old ladies with their shopping.
I don't like shopping, Hattie. It's me arms. I like them the length they are. I start out at Safeways and me arms and carrier bags are up here. By the time I get to the bottom of railway cuttings, the bags are rubbing on the ground and I've got grated cheese instead of a nice lump of cheddar.
What about giving money to some needy kids then?
I already do that, Hat. We've got a jar of pennies in the East Cheam Arms, and every time you get 26 or less on the darts, you have to stick a penny in the jar.
You're so mean. I saw you open your wallet the other day and a load of moss came out gasping. They hadn't been out for weeks.
I'll have you know I'm not as mean as you think. They worked out the other day I'd contributed £546, 9 shillings, 2pence farthing. So what about you, Hattie? What are you giving up for New Year's?
That's very presumptive of you, Tony. What makes you think I was giving anything up? You don't always have to give things up for New Year's. I like all the things I do as it is, thank you very much.
I was only saying that.
Well, what on earth do you think I ought to give up then?
No, you're quite right, Atty. You don't have to give anything up, love. You're quite right. Now, Sid's not saying what his New Year's resolution is, are you, Sid?
No.
Ask me. Well, mine is to get a hobby and do it every day. What sort of hobby, Ken? Well, I'm not good with me hands, so I'll have to find something to do with me feet, I suppose. I've got a nice pair of feet, size 10 shoes. You know what they say, big feet, big shoes. I met a crocodile once, couldn't keep his hands on me feet. He was all over them. I know, I walk a mile every day in somebody else's shoes. That's what I'll do. That's my New Year's resolution.
I really can't wait to see that, Ken.
Oh, this is wonderful. The ideas are flowing thick and fast. My New Year's resolution is going to be very similar. I will try to be more compassionate and forgiving of others.
Oh, that's really nice, eh? That's got me right there, it has.
I expect that's the cheese and cucumber sandwich you had for lunch, said I should imagine.
Well, all right, you've got me thinking. Compassionate, forgiving, be more understanding, have more empathy. I know my New Year's resolution will be to beat the whole flaming pub at darts, dominoes, cribbage and bar billiards. Everyone by January the 7th.
So how on earth is that being compassionate? Right, everyone back here on January the 7th to see if we've managed to keep your New Year's resolution. So now's the time of reckoning. Has anyone the strength of will and character to keep their New Year's resolution? All present, say aye.
Aye.
We'll go round in turn and relate how we got on with our New Year's resolutions. Ken, you can go first.
Oh, I did try, but me mum has such terribly small feet, you know, and I ended up with awful chilblains. Oh, it was worse than me punnels. Oh, you wouldn't believe the agony I was in. You mean bunions, don't you, Kenneth? I know what I bloody mean. It was like having piles for your feet. I was in agony for a week. I spent New Year's Day in the bath.
You didn't actually try, did you, Ken?
Oh, no, of course I bloody didn't. What do you take me for? Dressing up me mother's clothes, I ask you.
Well, what about you then? How did you get on?
Well, everything was going well, Sid. And then someone spilt some red wine down the front of my new frock.
What happened, eh?
Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry, boys. I sloshed her one.
Well, so much for peace, goodwill and understanding, eh? And when did this happen?
It was 1 minute past 12 on New Year's. We were all singing Auld Lang Syne. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
Oh, now, last but not least, it's Hancock. How did you get on, mate?
I'm sorry to say, but that smile on your face is going to be well and truly wiped, Sid. I beat the old flaming lot. Arthur, the darts captain. I went out in the final game, Shanghai on 20s. Bar billiards, my winning score, 21,546. Cribbage, I skunked the whole pub. As for dominoes, I beat old Alberts. Never been eaten before. No, never been beaten before. I beat him 19 games in a row. He was in tears. He was a wreck of a man, poor old boy.
None of that actually happened, did it, Hancock?
But not for want of trying. I stood outside banging on the pub door for 3 hours. It's been closed all week for renovation.
So, in summary, you've all failed to keep your New Year's resolutions for 1 week.
Did you?
Yeah, of course I did. Mine was to make a bit of money in the new year.
Did you?
Of course I did. I put on a bet at the bookies that you three couldn't keep your New Year's resolutions for 1 week. I've just cleaned up a bag of sand.